In this video, we're going to explain to you guys which foot you have to jump off of on your serve. So to answer that question really quick, it's the left foot. That's really important, okay? Now I'm going to explain why. If we're taking a look at a serve, okay, most people stand either like this or a bit more sideways. In either case, the left foot is the one that's closer to the line. So that means the left foot will allow us to actually jump further inside the court, shortening the distance between our contact point and the court that we have, that we put our target at, which then means it's much easier for us to hit the ball over the net and inside the service box. Now, if we're taking a look at the serve, most players don't start on their front foot with their weight. They don't start here and stay here, but instead they're starting more on their back foot and moving their weight forward to the front foot in the process of the backswing, getting towards the trophy position. Now, if we're doing everything correctly, we need to make sure that we have around 80-85% of our weight on our front foot and 15-20% on our back foot, no matter if we're standing with a more closed, more sideways stance, or with a more open stance, how I like to do it. In both cases, we're trying to push our weight more towards our left foot because it's closer towards our target, and it's much easier from here to actually push our hips and our body up towards the ball, creating a straight line in our body in the contact point and giving us more power in the process. Now, on top of that, if I decided to lean back towards my back foot, I would have a lot of weight on here, and it would be very difficult for me to jump that way because now I went backwards. So that's really difficult to deal with if you're somebody that kind of bends their knees like this and has most of their weight on the back foot. You need to make sure that you push that weight towards your front foot, pushing your hips across the line in the process, keeping your balance on the left foot right before we're jumping up towards the ball. So if we're doing it incorrectly, we keep our weight on the back foot, the whole thing would look something like this. Very difficult for me to generate any power going up towards the ball. Obviously, I can do the same thing a bit more sideways here. Okay, it's very difficult to get the same contact point as well. I need a lot of rotation in my lower body, which is what we want to avoid to create more consistency in our serves. Now, this is what it's going to look like if I serve with a more closed stance, going towards my front foot. Here, forward, and I can immediately move towards the court. And you see how my follow through with my body is moving towards my target. Same thing goes for a more open stance, how I like to serve. Here, forward, and into the court. Now you can see the third and fourth serve obviously looked a lot more smooth because my body weight transfer was going forward all throughout the serve towards my target, and the power came out of my racket much more easily despite the fact that I didn't swing at full power.
Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon.